Well, good evening and welcome to Get Real. Actually, this is the Buck Stops Here, sponsored by Buck Sanitary Service. And we are out on Highway 99, just outside of Goshen, just on the corner in between Goshen and Cresswell at Tom Smith Fiberglass. And you're kind of thinking, what the hell is Rick doing at Tom Smith Fiberglass? Well, I got to tell you, they're doing some super cool stuff for the homeless. And this guy, his son called me last week or 2 weeks ago and said, you've got to come out here and see what my dad's doing. So I'm going to take you inside, kind of introduce you. There he is. All right, my man. Okay, I'm going to bring this around to you. So tell him who you are.
Scott Smith with Tom Smith Fiberglass.
So tell him what you're doing.
So I'm building Conestoga homes. It's not really a home, it's a homeless shelter. I'm not the only one building these. What is the name of the company in?
Community supported shelters.
Community supported shelters. I kind of stole their idea and I'm just putting my spin on it.
So you have the time. Your son called me up and said, I said, why is your dad doing this? Because you do fiberglass work. This
Correct.
is not like, you're not like a home builder.
No. This is the first homeless shelter I've ever built. But got a little extra time and a little extra money to build one or two of them, and hoping to build a bunch of them. So.
All right, let's go show them what you're doing here.
Okay.
I'm going to take it this way. Hold on. You guys have to be patient with me. There we go. Okay, so check this out. Look at that. So this is a little place that somebody who is unhoused can stay, come in, and Scott's a little overboard with stuff. Like, we have to have the really thick door with a lock. He's got the cool little light out here for people. And then look, builds these, and then it'll have insulation around the top of it, and then it'll also have, what is it, like a plastic that's on the outside, Scott?
Yeah, inch and a half, or inch board foam on the inside, half-inch board foam on the outside.
Okay, so come over here and show me this. So tell me how much you have into this.
So total materials about $2,300, including all the furniture, bedding, everything.
And so you're trying to get people, you want to build, how many of these do you think you could build?
Well, my hope is to build one-ish a month to start with. And if funding comes through, I can start training my guys and we can do more than that.
So you're looking for people that want to get involved and finance, maybe, a couple people get involved in finance one or something like that.
Or just donations, or if somebody wants to sponsor one. Yeah, so $2,300 to buy the materials to build one.
How long did it take you to do this much so far? How long do you think it'll take you to build one completely?
So just a couple hours a day. I've been working on this during the week. I've got about a month into it, so somewhere 70-ish hours.
Why is this so important?
So I go into Eugene 2 or 3 times a week to go get materials and whatnot. And over the years, there's just more and more and more people out there that don't have a dry place to sleep. And I thought there's got to be something more, there's things being done about it, but I just don't think there's enough being done. So I'm going to do a little bit, or do what I can.
Now, people are asking out here, where will these be located?
So City of Eugene, this particular one here might end up in a doctor's office's parking lot. Spoke with Dan
Bryant?
Or Dan Bryant, yeah, and he says he thinks he might have a home for this one now, and just wherever the need is.
So you guys, you don't have to worry about where they'll be put, because actually it's legal that private office space, private property, you can put these on up to 6, is that right?
I believe so, with the Eugene City Council.
Okay, so you can check with the City of Eugene and Springfield, but they can be located in places. So it's not really where to put them that's the problem here. It's really getting people to build these, and then they'll find a place for these to be put. So you can build little villages around Eugene, Springfield, throughout Lane County, but it's getting people to actually do this. God, but you kind of went overboard on this one, didn't you?
I always
This
go
is like
overboard
the
with
chic.
everything I do. Yeah, so.
This is so awesome. People are going such a great need. Yeah. So why, how, I still, you just decided.
Well, so my wife says, why don't you build these? We were talking about what you can do for the homeless. Says, why don't you build these? So she showed me a picture of it. I started watching YouTube, saw probably 10 different videos of these things either being built and I just reverse engineered it and put my own spin on it. Yeah.
So people are asking, will you have a website for donations?
Eventually, yes, we will. So that's coming.
So how do they get a hold of you in the meantime if they want to do something like that?
They would just call the business here, Tom Smith Fiberglass, which is 541-741-2809. And we can take donations, and all that money will be put towards building future shelters.
So you guys, would one of you guys write that number in the comment section there? I'm going to have Scott give that to you one more time.
541-741-2809.
So can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, we have another guy here. I'm just going to show who he is. He's the mystery man. Okay, so talk to people. I'm going to put this on you.
Okay.
So you showed up, and because you do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm a general contractor, and I have a recent mission to help the homeless so that they don't end up in wet, cold tents or under a bridge. And the problem's huge, like Scott was saying. And so anything we can do is going to really be helpful.
So you're building these two on the side because you're on the in addition to your job.
Yeah, right now I'm looking for a warehouse. This place is pretty ideal, so that I can build them also. And I've got one that I just built, and it's at Opportunity Village. And got another one that I built. It's in my yard, and so I'm on prototype number 3, and I'm just getting ready to build in the next couple of weeks.
So you told me why you do this. So would you tell them why you do this?
Yeah, I have just an instinctual fear of being homeless. Once when I was in my 20s, my sister expressed a fear of me showing up at her door, pushing a shopping cart, and I took it to heart. And I just really feel for people who have a challenging lot in life. And so I want to make sure that they can find some place that they can secure, they can lock it up, they can know that their material goods are safe and that they have some place they can go where they're not going to be in danger.
This is fantastic. Rick, you go start a GoFundMe for them. No, we don't want to do GoFundMe because with GoFundMe, they take too much of the money. I'm tired of GoFundMe. So I think we can just do this on our own. And the name of the show is The Buck Stops Here, because that's really what happens in life. I think sometimes we depend too much on government programs and taxes and everything else to fund things when we can do this ourselves. This is just Scott, and what's your name again, my man?
Mitchell Walzer.
And Mitchell, they just do it on their own. They didn't wait for anybody to tell them to do it. They just do it. And that's why Scott and Lisa Weld from Buck Sanitary Service sponsor this show, is because we want to show people that you can do this on your own. You can go out and find ways these guys just happen to be builders. I wouldn't be able to do this, but I have my talents too. So we can all find ways that we can help out with this situation. You did a great job on that.
Thank you.
And I like the fact that
I've been having a blast doing it too. Really.
You what?
I've been having a blast doing this.
Yeah, it's like building tree forts that are really purposeful.
Yeah, the next one will be a little bit different, and the third one I'm actually planning on building 2 feet wider and a bit taller, same length, for maybe a couple, man and wife or whatever couple, or a parent and a child. So it'll have a queen bed in it. Also be furnished with a dresser, nightstand, lamp, heater, bench, the whole deal. So.
Somebody says, you guys are awesome. Is it possible to put compostable toilets?
So I don't know about that.
I think most of the places, Kathy, where they're putting this, that's even a bigger issue, is they have people that actually manage these sites because, these people need help in addition to not just a place to stay, but they also need help getting their feet back on the ground. So they have people, and they have restrooms like outhouses or things like that are brought in. And I know for a fact that Buck Sanitary Service provides showers. They have these awesome units for showers that they bring out to different, during when the pandemic first hit, they were taking units out over into Springfield so people could take showers and also have flushing toilets in their restrooms. So that's why this is such a perfect show for them. I like the fact that you put a locking door on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's an insulated locking door.
It's an insulated locking door. And does it have a peephole?
It does, yes.
Oh my God, you were like, now, Mitchell, you're kind of going, okay, I got some competition here. here now.
Imagine somebody come knocking at your door and
Right,
having
you wanna
what's
have-
on the other side.
Yeah, you think of everything.
He's got to raise the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, you want to see something else? Because you got it. Can we go to the other room?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. You guys, you got to see this. This is what else Scott does. Okay, so here's the next one. This is the next one in process. So he's building 2 of them right now. But come here. You got to see this. So they work with fiberglass. So they put together projects for different companies. And this is Packasport. So this is like what he makes. And I didn't even know this when I came out here, but I think this is the coolest thing ever. So that's to put on top of your rig, to put, for me, it'd be all my sporting stuff in there, or your long luggage or things like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what I want you to see. You guys ready? Okay, I'm gonna tease you a little bit. Look at that. This is like the Queen model. So check this out. So this is like the big model. You put this on top of your car. Now here's what I want you to see. These are solar panels on the top of this. So this sits on top of your rig. The solar panels collect the energy. There's a little plug down here that then takes that energy and you store it inside your rig, and it could light your car or do things like that, right?
Yeah, more likely they would go into camper vans or motorhomes, yeah.
So when you're traveling, you could take your own power. Everybody's going, wow, that is so cool. I knew. Yeah. And I'm sure that Packasport is going to be very happy about this free publicity. But
sure, yeah.
You guys, that is the coolest thing. And they just make them right here in Goshen. That's where they create that. I know. See, that's why I think it's really cool. I love my job. You get to see these cool, and look on the inside. So look at all that space in there. There you go. All right. So, Scott and Mitchell, thank you so much for doing what you do.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, and hopefully we can make a bunch of these and make a difference.
Well, I'm glad your kid told me about you.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad, Mitchell, I'm glad you came over too. And thanks for doing this. If we're all in this community, it's really nice that you guys are using your talents and your skills to do things like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to take you in there one more time and show you one more view of it. Hold on, there's a back door here too. Oh, well, as long as we're here. They also make these tubs for washing your pets. They're not for you personally, unless you're really wealthy. Here's the finished product. Look at this. So they pour these and make them. So this is for shops that have doggy bathing beds. That's what this is. You put the self-service dog washing. So that's what they create here as well. Isn't that funny how it is funny that you never know what there's a business for everything, you know? So again, there we go. The new breed of dog baths. All right. So there you go. The buck stops here. Scott Smith with Tom Smith Fiberglass and Mitchell, a builder in town doing work that, is going to really help people that need it in our community. So if you guys want to get involved, the phone numbers are on there. And also let this inspire you to come up with something you're going to do. Yeah, amazing kindness. I agree, you guys. And I want to thank your kid, too. I wouldn't have known about this without his son calling me and saying, my dad is doing a really cool project. And
Thanks, Tanner.
Thanks, Tanner. Yeah, that's great. And we want to thank Scott and Lisa Weld at Buck Sanitary Service, because we cannot do these shows without their help, and they just love this kind of stuff that's helping our community. All right, take this, share it on your page so that other people see it, and let people know. Talk about the good things going on in the world. All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning at noon for any lab tests now, and we're going to talk to Jay Bosevich with the county to find out a little bit about what's going on in the county with COVID. And then tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, we're going to go to Northwest Aesthetics, where they put tattoos over scars. And we're going to see a woman who had breast cancer, reconstructive breast surgery, and they're going to be creating a nipple out of a tattoo on her new breast. So we bring you a little bit of everything. All right, have a good day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.